What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a wicked day. In this video we're going to be analysing some more Powerchair football, but this time on the weekend that was gone. So last weekend we had the Premier League, and in the Premier League we had West Brom versus Aspire. This is number 1 versus number 2, and they've been lapped up for a couple of years, and this match was quite interesting. So I thought we'll analyse 10 minutes of the second half, of the second part of the first half, sorry. I got that wrong. But yeah, anyway, there's enough talking anyway. If you like and subscribe if you're enjoying this type of videos, and if you're enjoying the analysis, there's enough talking anyway. Let's get straight into the video, and let's see how the top 2 teams in the country play football. Let's take a look. Alright, so we're starting off here with the John free kick to Brad. Brad hits it across, and Chris there has cut it out straight away. Good play there between John and Dan. John's trying to hit it across, hits it to Brad. Brad hits it across, and Dan's there. Oh, what a save by Chris! That was incredible play. That passing move there by John. John in the middle again. I've not done a video on Aspire before, but John's basically one of the best players, probably if not the best player in the country, and his ability to spin and hit the ball is second to none pretty much. So Marcus is there with the ball, taking on John. Nice little dribble battle, and clever there by Marcus, who just lets John hit it out. Now Chris is there, so I might have to explain a little bit in case you're new to the sport, if you don't know who these guys are. So this is Chris Gordon. He's the England goalkeeper. Now I've done a video on West Brom before showing their 4-out system. So he plays as the goalkeeper, but he's not really the goalkeeper. Over here we got Dylan Kessel. He's usually a winger, but in this match he's playing as the defensive sweeper. You got Chris there as the keeper, but he's playing advanced role. Then you got Marcus Harrison here. He's a great dribbler, likes to battle, so keep an eye on his dribbling abilities throughout the match. And you got Dave Lewis here. He's usually a middle goalkeeper, but I think they've changed his role. He's quite a very attacking player. He can spin quite powerful. He's got great shot, great pass on him. And the other team, you got Brad Bates, which is a bit interesting because Brad Bates used to play for West Brom, but now he's switched teams. So interesting matchup there. Then you got John Boulding here. He's the England captain. He's probably the best player in the country. As you saw from earlier, he can hit the ball from any distance. There's got Tom Kelly in goal. I know him quite well. He used to play for my team a couple of years ago. So he's a very solid, strong goalkeeper, and he can also play out from the back as well. And then you got young old Dan McClellan here. Very, very good player for his age as well. His ability is very good. He's comfortable spinning both ways, and he can hit the ball very hard. So it's very good. So that's a quick description of who's playing. But let's continue anyway. And about 5 of these players on the pitch are England players, I'm pretty sure. There might be more, I'm not sure, but there's a lot of England players there. And a bit of a dodgy throw in there. Chris hits it to Marcus. Marcus just lets the ball hit his chair and it goes out. Strange play. And straight away you see here, Marcus is on John. He's making sure John does not have any space. He's in his face. He's telling Dan to get in there to play a little triangle. Oh, that should be a foul. Yeah, Dan didn't see Dylan was behind him, and he's just reversed into him there. Right, let's see, can we do anything in set piece? Dave's coming short. It takes a flick. It takes a touch, sorry. Brad and Marcus going at it. Brad plays off his chair. Smart play. See, so I just want to explain the shape here. Dylan's come out of the net, as you can see. Now, Chris is the deepest player. They've got Marcus here, so a lot of people say that's a weird shape, but Marcus is basically on John at all times, and I think Dave is here on the side somewhere. So interesting shape. Brad's looking to hit it to Dan. Dan hits it in the middle, and Marcus takes it on the dribble. Dave Lewis is rotating around. Marcus there. Oh, and he's given. Okay, the ref's given a foul there. He's saying Marcus is forceful play there. which I'm not sure I agree with, but fair enough. Right, Brad's come short, and it's been straight cut out. Marcus and Brad going at it. Yeah, Marcus winning that. He's taking him on. Yep, he's battled him. And can he flick it? He flicks it. But John's read it like a Marvel comic. And Chris, good control there. And John, being clever, hits it off his chair. Aspire throw. So as you can see, this is not a very free-flowing passing game. And the reason is because both teams are so good that they basically cancel each other out. Now, West Brom playing more of a defensive type shape. I think they're just trying to stop Aspire from scoring. Because at this moment in time, Aspire are leading the title by 3 points, West Brom being in second place. So I think West Brom's thought process here is try not to lose this game, keep it as a draw. Then when they've got the next Premiership weekend, they have to play again. So I think then they're going to try beat Aspire on that day. I think that's their thought process. Aspire here are just trying to win the match, I think. So let's see, right. Brad's on the ball. Again, they're all in a box. Hits it to Brad. Brad takes it to Dan and getting mixed up there. See, John doesn't quite hit the ball there. Okay, now here, what's the plan? Right, so I just want to talk about it here, right? Usually West Brom, when the ball's here and Marcus is there, what Marcus will try and do is get around the ball and flick it back to Chris. Chris keeps his chair sideways and he flicks it across to Dave, and Dave will have a pass across or shoot. That's the basic play. But in this match, they're not looking to flick, because Marcus knows if he flicks this here, John is so good at reading the game, as soon as you flick it, he's going to cut it off and take it. And because Chris is so advanced, right, I'm assuming Dylan is, you can see his head right here, right, but he's on to the right hand side. So if Marcus flicks this, John can let the ball roll behind him here and he can full hit it, and he's got a chance to score. Because Dylan's on the right hand side, the whole left side of the goal is open. Now you might be saying it's insane that somebody could shoot from there and score, but if there's one player who can shoot from that range and score, it's John. Now obviously Chris is here, but that's why they're setting up like that, because they know that if they flick it, they're in trouble, and John knows the way they play. John knows how West Brom like. Let me say that again. John knows how West Brom like to play. So John's waiting for the flick, try to cut it out and have a shot. That's why if you look throughout this match, West Brom do not flick this ball. You see, he takes it on the dribble, he fakes a flick and takes on the dribble. John wins that, is with the ball, and he's saying John's fouled him there. Okay, so it's a set piece opportunity for West Brom. Let's see what they can do here. Right, so Chris has turned Dave to take it. Dan's marking Chris, so that's good defensive play. It's a bit of a wasted hit, not sure what Dave was doing there. It's a great pass there, and Brad doesn't quite catch it. An intelligent play there by Delaney. Instead of flicking the ball or hitting it, take a touch and dribble it out is being safe. That's exactly what you want from the goalkeeper. He's taking on John, they're battling. Oh, he's got round it, not quite. Oh, unlucky, he's just miscontrolled the ball there. Unlucky. Again, West Brom playing that triangle shape in defense, trying to trap Aspire. See, again, Marcus takes a touch and dribbles it. Oh, and Brad did well there to throw him off. That little swing Brad did just distracted Marcus enough that he lost control. Right, so John hits it straight into the middle. That's interesting play there. Marcus and John going at it. You see a lot of this. He flicks out Chris, front bumper. Dave, just for a second there, gonna go back. Dave just hesitates slightly here. So here, as soon as the ball's coming, Dave's got a front bumper that back. He sort of goes to it, stops, turns his chair, and then front, a bit strange there, he just want a front bumper that back. And Chris can try to get that across, but I broke that down there. Unlucky. So Dan here with the throw-in, trying to hit it to John. John's front bumped it to Brad. Brad's just hit it. And Chris again there. Chris doesn't hit the ball. That's how defensive West Brom playing here. Look, he can easily swing at this ball, but he knows John's right there. So John's literally here. So if the way Chris's chair shaped up, he can only hit it across, and no one's there. So instead of hitting it, a lot of players there would just hit the ball for the sake of hitting the ball. They don't think about what they're doing. But Chris here knows there's no option. So what does he do? He takes a touch and he dribbles it. Because he knows if you try to pass it with a spire in your face, they will take the ball off you and they'll go for it. So Chris and Brad having a battle. John there just hits it off Chris and it's out. So West Brom not really playing attacking football much. They are just looking to stop Aspire from scoring. That's just my opinion. I might be wrong, but from what I'm seeing, that's what it is. Brad hits it to Dan. Dan hits it to John. John takes a touch. Oh, see? Again there, if you look, when John gets the ball, he swerves his chair. See, touch. And then he swerves, trying to fake the flick there. So he turns the chair in. That's a fake. And then takes on the dribble. So a lot of these players are throwing those fakes in. They look like they're gonna flick and then their last second stop. And they're faking the flick. Almost just a chair control needed to fake a flick like that is quite good. Now ball straight in. Interesting ball. Marcus and John at it. Ball goes into the corner. Marcus kept control. That's great control there. And trying to play it off John. Oh, John's caught it, see? And this is another thing I want to say. A lot of middle players, when they play or wingers, they like to hit the ball off the opposition's chair, wait for the ball to bounce off their chair and hit it. But John knows Marcus is trying to do that. So as soon as he does it, I'm not sure if I can time it right. But here, there, as Marcus flicks the ball, John catches it. See? So he stopped the ball from rolling. So what John's doing there, he knows Marcus is going to flick it. So as he's trying to hit it off his chair, John's turning away from the ball just to soften the bounce so the ball doesn't bounce off his chair. It's a little slight detail that you can see. That's why Marcus can't quite get it. Now, this is another thing. Look, the ball's in the corner here. John's backing off because he knows Marcus wants to flick this, right? So what Marcus is doing, he's trying to bait John in. He wants John to come towards the ball so Marcus can flick it out to Chris and Chris can get it across. But if you watch here, look, they don't do anything. They're throwing, they're faking feints, they're feinting, they're faking it, just trying to get each other to bite. And a lot of coaches will tell you, go to the ball. They always shout at you saying, you must go to the ball at all times. Against the top tier of players, if you just go for the ball every single time, they will get it past you. Because they know 99% of players, if the ball's stopped, 99% of players will rush towards the ball. And that's what these guys are counting on. It's a trap. So you don't always want to go to the ball because that's what they want you to do. So I'm just going to go back again and show you here. Now John's had enough here. You'll see in a second. So he drives towards it and tries to catch Marcus out. Marcus catches the ball's still in play, and that's great play by Marcus, hits it off his chair. So throughout these games you'll see little things like that where two players are in the corner and they just sort of stand there. It's all tactical because these guys match up so well. Alright, so Dave with the corner. I'm not sure about that one. Just sort of hits John. John's read it well. Again, they see they're faking it. John gets past Chris. Chris goes back for a second fight. This is good, great battling. And the thing with John, he's a very difficult player to get past. Look, he's done it again. Marcus is backing off there. That's good play. But Chris and John going at it. And I must say, this is 15 years of football. Maybe more. Probably 20 years of football these guys been playing with each other or against each other. They know each other's moves. They know what each other wants to do. They probably know what each other wants for breakfast. They know each other so well. And John just smacks the wall there. Chris puts him in the wall. Bit of dirty play, but hey, when the top two are at it, this is what you expect. Alright, so good cover. So Dan's trying to get the ball across through the gap. Didn't quite get it there. Trying to flick it to John. John's there. Marcus is on him. And John just flicks it out. Again, Chris could flick that, but he doesn't. Takes it on the dribble. Fakes the flick. Fakes the flick. He fakes another flick. Tries to get around him. And then John flicks that out to Dan. Back to John. Oh, unlucky there. So you can see you step away for 5 seconds. John's on you, mate. Aspire past the ball so fast that any little space they will find it. That's why West Brom are not trying to beat them at their game. They're just trying to stop them from scoring. That's a decent play. Dan takes it. Fakes the flick. Flicks the flick again. Chris just cuts it out. Marcus is on. And then John gets past him. He's trying to flick it. Hit it off his chair. But see there, Chris is goalkeeper. But he stays in the box. So he cannot give it away a 2-on-1 or a 3 in the box. He's staying right there. Not much. There's not much John can do here. Just battling the ball, squeezing the ball between chairs, trying to bounce the ball. He's flaking the flick. He's faking the flick. And you see that hesitation? Chris is round it. They're fighting it. And intelligent there from Chris. Waits for John to hit it and backs the shot out. Just intelligent football. And that's pretty much all this match is. Just battling for 5% difference. See, there I just want to show you. If we go back, Dylan's here. Chris is taking the goal kick. And they're playing so defensive here that Dylan actually comes round and sits behind Chris. If I play it here, you see Dylan comes back, goes behind Chris. It's interesting. They're just petrified of a spiral. I mean, to be honest, most teams would be. And there, Marcus has gone far too hard there. And ref's giving a free kick. Marcus better be careful. Another 1 or 2 of those and you're probably in the book. Now John hits it to Brad, but Marcus just cuts it out. Oh, Marcus better be careful. That was quite harsh. He needs to be careful here, Marcus. But again, you meet the wall, Chris. And Brad's on. Trying to 2-touch and he's messed up. It's unlucky there. Chris taking the throw in. Trying to decide what to do. There's not many options. Okay, Marcus offers to take it, and again I must stress Dylan is on the goal line. That's a terrible touch. I'm not sure what that was, but Chris stays in the box so Marcus can get to it. Brad front bumpers it, and there Dan's got to give that back, right? So here Brad gives it to Dan. Dan has got to drive into that chair and front bumper it back to Brad so Brad can switch to play. See here, that's good. But there, Dan doesn't. He tries to take a 2-touch, but he heads it round, gets it back to him. He tries to get across. Unlucky. Across, and Brad tries to shoot, and what a save that is. Let's go back again. See that whole section. See, so even I'm wrong. I say front bumper, but look, he takes a 2-touch, gets it back to John. John back to him. He tries to poke it through, not quite. Now Chris there. Chris here, he flicks the ball out, and this is what I was saying why he's not flicking, because as soon as he flicks it, there's a chance created and they almost score. So that's why it's very important not to flick. So hey, he needs to take this on the turn and dribble it out. Chris makes a mistake. Brad almost punishes it. Have to be very careful. Be very careful. See, these guys aspire. You shut your eyes for 5 seconds, they're gonna get you, man. It's very difficult to play against these guys. Brad's trying to take it. Not great, but John has a shot. And Dan, what is he doing? Oh my goodness. What a pass that is. What a pass that is. And he's got a score, Dan. Dan's got a score. I'm going to take that back one more time. Good ball. Wow, what a pass that is. Oh, it just looks like Dan doesn't quite know what to do. I've got to take that back again. One more time. Great ball here. And here, I think he's got a front bumper this in. Yeah, he doesn't hit it, he doesn't shoot, he doesn't do anything with it. It's like Dan was caught in a couple of minds, he wasn't sure what to do. And that's unlucky, a goal kick. Yeah, cool. That's 20 minutes on the dot. I think we're going to cut it down as this video will be about 5 hours long. We don't want that. So yeah, that's literally it. What an intense game. The game finished 0-0, which means no one benefits, no one loses out. It's a decent result for West Brom because I think they were playing for the draw. As I said, they weren't flicking, they weren't passing. It just looked like they were trying to play for a draw. Aspire, Dan there had a great chance to score. Early on in the first 10 minutes, Rosie has a great chance to score. She doesn't quite get it. She has 2 chances if I remember correctly. But they didn't quite get it, so Aspire will probably feel a bit disappointed with a draw. But yeah, what an intense that match is. You can see they're both it's just like a game of chess. Both teams trying to see who cracks first, but in the end nobody cracks. So what a game that is. So if you enjoyed this type of content, make sure you like, subscribe and all that good stuff. But that's going to be the end. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.